Okay, fine. Let's start. So, if you recap, last day we've gone through gamma function there. Gamma n we have defined a function, and now today we'll start beta function. We'll solve some problem in gamma function also. Let's start with beta function first. So, what is beta function? What was gamma function? There we define gamma n is equal to an improper integral 0 to infinity e to the power minus x to the power n minus 1 dx, that we have defined as a gamma function. Now here we define a beta function beta, and that will be involve two variables m and n, that will be equal to 0 to 1 x to the power m minus 1 x minus 1 to the power n minus 1 dx, and m and n both are positive real number, so m and n greater than 0. So we'll write here beta function is equal to this improper integration. The value of this improper integration we consider as the beta function. So now you see, first of all, what is our restriction here, that m is greater than 0 and n is greater than 0. First of all, I have written here improper integral. Now, will it be an improper integral for all values of m and n? Just see yourself. You see that only if m and n both are greater than 1, if m and both are greater than equal to 1, if both are greater equal to 1, in that case, it is not will not be an improper integral. It will be a proper integral, and proper integral always converge, we will be having some finite value. So for m n greater or equal to 1, it will not be an improper integral, and it will be a proper integral and definite integral, so you can integrate and you can get some values. Okay, that will be also beta function. But the case arises when 0 less than m comma n less than 1, either m or n or both, either n or n or both m comma n, both, if less than 1, in that case, it will not be a proper integral. In that case, it will be a improper integral. You see, if both are less than 1, in that case, suppose m is half, m is equal to half, in that case it will be x to the power minus half, that means 1 by x, 1 by x to the power half. So in that case, at 0 we will be having point of discontinuity. Similarly, we will be having a point of discontinuity at 1 if n is less than 1, so it will be an improper integration. So this is defined as an improper integration, but it is seen that for m n greater than 0, this improper integration is convergent and converges to some finite value, will be having some value. So beta mn. So what is the difference between gamma function and beta function? You see, first of all, that here we have only single variable n, here we have two parameter m and n. So we define like this. Now first property, that it is symmetric. Whether you write beta mn, that will be same as beta nm. So beta mn will be equal to beta nm. How can we prove it? You see, here beta mn is equal to x to the power m minus 1, x minus 1 to the power n minus 1. In this beta function, suppose if I write it as 1, the expression we write is as 1. So in 1, if you replace y is equal to x minus 1, just do it, y is equal to x minus 1. In that case, what will happen? As x tends to 0, y tends to minus 1, and as x tends to 1, y tends to 0. So that will be a just wait, I may have a mistake here. Actually, there is a mistake.
Sir, we
Sorry,
can, sir, we can
sir,
apply
sorry, sorry,
the
sorry.
rule of definite degrees. So we can apply
Just
the
wait.
rule of.
Wait a minute. I'll go to you. First, you rectify this thing. This will not be x minus 1. This will be 1 minus x. Okay. This will not be x minus 1. This will be 1 minus x. This will be 1 minus x. Okay, so I'm clearly writing here all again beta mn. Beta mn is equal to 0 to 1 x to the power m minus 1 into 1 minus x to the power n minus 1. This will be like this. Okay, I have a mistake here, 1 minus x. So now here you replace this thing, y is equal to 1 minus x. Now tell me what you are asking for. Hello,
Sir, I was
someone is
saying
asking something.
apply the rule of definite integration, that a plus b minus x. If the limits are 0 and 1, so we can apply fx equals to a plus b minus.
A plus b minus x.
Yeah, there was a rule in definite integration.
That's what I'm doing here. No? Y is equal to 1 minus x. I'm taking here. Y is equal to 1 minus x. Replacement. So x tends to 0, y tends to 1, x tends to 1, y tends to 0. So this limit changes to what? What will happen in that case? This will be from 1 to 0. X is equal to what? X is equal to 1 minus y. So 1 minus y to the power m minus 1, and 1 minus x to the power n minus 1 is equal to what?
y to the power n minus
y
1.
power n minus
y
1.
to the power minus n1
N minus 1, and dx is equal to, from here it is minus dy.
minus
So
dy.
here minus dy. So if you bring this minus outside, the limit can be changed from 0 to 1. So it will be 0 to 1 y to the power n minus 1 into 1 minus y to the power m minus 1 dy. That is equal to what? You can write as beta nm. So that's why beta mn will be equal to beta nm. Is it fine? So because you know, under for definite integration under a to b f of x dx is same as integration a to b fy dy. For any variable, it's not important here. So now, so this is first property. Now we'll go to the second and third property like this. These are actually this second property, actually you can consider this is another expression for beta mn. Okay, you can consider this is another expression for beta mn. The first expression that we have studied now this one is another expression for beta mn that can be written in another form, that 0 to infinity x to the power m minus 1 1 plus x to the power m plus n dx. Okay, you can get from the first expression just by putting x is equal to 1 by 1 plus y. So that is what we have. Suppose beta mn, from the definition we have integration 0 to 1 x to the power m minus 1 1 minus x to the power n minus 1 dx, that we have. Now here in this expression, if you put x is equal to just 1 by 1 plus y, then you can come back to this integration form. So how can we do it? Let me do one or two, three lines. So you just first check the limit. X is equal to 1 by 1 plus y. That implies what? Y is equal to what? Y is equal to, you can write 1 by x minus 1. Is it? 1 by x minus 1 I can write. So y is equal to 1 by x minus 1. Now as x tends to 0, as x tends to 0, y tends to, as x tends to 0, y tends to infinity.
Infinity.
As x tends to what? X limit is
Infinity.
0 and 1. X tends to 1 for here. X equal to 1. If x tends to 1, in that case, y tends to 0.
0.
0.
So the limit is like this, and Moreover, we will be having dx is equal to what? Dx is equal to, from here, minus 1 by 1 plus y whole square dy. Is it? Dx is equal to minus 1 by 1 plus y whole square dy. Now put all this thing over here in this one. So from 1 we have beta mn is equal to, beta m comma n is equal to, now limit going to change from 0 to infinity, x to the power m minus 1. X is what? X is equal to 1 by 1 plus 1. So 1 by 1 plus y whole to the power m minus 1 into 1 minus 1 by x. What will be 1 minus 1 by x? 1 minus 1, 1 minus x is equal to what? 1 minus x is equal to 1 minus 1 by 1 plus y. So that is equal to 1 plus y minus 1, that is y. Y by y, 1 plus y. So it will be having here y by 1 plus y to the power n minus 1. Next, this will be dx is equal to minus sign. I'm writing here. Okay, sorry, there is a mistake again. This limit will be what? As x tends to 1, y tends to 0. So as x tends to 1, y tends to 0. So this part will be 0. And x tends to 0. As x tends to 0, y tends to infinity. So here it will be infinity. So now here minus coming outside, 1 by 1 plus y whole square dy. So limit we can change from 0 to infinity and check whether this things is coming what? This is y to the power n minus 1, y to the power n minus 1 divided by y to the power n minus 1 divided by 1 plus y to the power m minus 1, 1 plus y to the power n minus 1 plus 2 getting cancelled out. So it will be 1 plus y to the power n minus 1 m plus n plus m dy, that is equal to beta, you can write nm or beta mn, because by the symmetry. So this is another form you need to remember. You can write here 0 to infinity x to the power m minus 1, or you can write x to the power n minus 1. Both are same. Okay, x to the power n minus 1 also you can write. So this is another expression. We will be having another expression for beta mn, that is this. This is another expression for beta mn. We can put into this form also. So again, let me write here the expression for beta mn. The expression for beta mn is 0 to 1 x to the power m minus 1 into 1 minus x to the power n minus 1 dx. So this is expression number 1 I have written here. So now it's simple. Just what you need to do here, you replace x is equal x by 2 sine square theta, or no need to write 2, simply write sine square theta. X you replace by sine square theta. So what will happen to the limit first? As x tends to 0, as x tends to 0, lower limit, theta will be what? Theta tends to 0 also, because you know sine 0 0. And as x tends to 1, so what is the value of theta? In that case, pi by 2. So theta goes to pi by 2. Now as x is equal to sine square theta, what will happen to 1 minus x? 1 minus x is equal to
Cos square theta.
and dx is equal to what? From here, dx is equal to 2 sine theta cos theta d theta. Just put all this value over here, over 1. So from 1 we have, beta mn is equal to beta mn is equal to integration 0 to 1, sorry, lower limit 0, so lower limit will be 0 and upper limit will be pi by 2, so pi by 2, then x to the power m minus 1, that will be what, sine to the power 2m minus 1 theta, and then 1 minus x to the power 1 minus x to the power n minus 1, that will be what, cos to the power 2n minus 1 theta, and then 2 sine theta cos theta, sorry, it will be 2n only,
Sine 2m minus 2, sir.
this will be 2m, this will be 2m, 2n, then here we have 2 sine theta cos theta, that implies what, that implies 2 integration 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power 2m minus 1 theta cos to the power 2n minus 1 theta d theta.
Yes.
Sir, in the
So
previous line, I think it will be 2m minus 2 sine theta to the power 2m minus 2 cos theta to the power 2n minus 2.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, because that was the form of the
okay,
previous
okay,
property.
then is it correct now? Is it correct
Yes,
now?
sir.
Just tell me.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
okay.
Yes, sir.
So we have actually 3 form for beta mn. So we can use what will be our convenience. So beta mn, first of this is in sine cos formula. This is beta mn is in 0 to 1 finite limit, finite discontinuity, infinite discontinuity over here, and another form that was we have studied, that beta mn is equal to 0 to infinity, 0 to infinity x to the power m minus 1 by 1 plus x to the power m plus n dx, or maybe it will be n minus 1. So these 3 form of beta we have studied. Now from here, this form, from this form, suppose I am making name it as 2. Now from 2 you see, from 2, if you replace 2m minus 1 is equal to p and 2n minus 1 is equal to q. So what will be your m? M is equal to p plus 1 by 2 and n is equal to q plus 1 by 2. So formula 2, this one, actually we can read as b we can read as integration 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power p theta cos to the power q theta d theta, that will be equal to beta p plus 1 by 2 and q plus 1 by 2. Okay, so we can read like this. So one formula we can extract from this property 2, that in sorry, it will be some half also there, 1 by 2, right here 1 by 2, because this 2 will be coming over here. So 1 by 2 beta p plus 1 by 2 q plus 1 by 2. This will be the beta, the 0 to pi by 2 sine p theta. So if someone asks you that to get the value of 0 to pi by 2 sine q theta and cos your 4 theta, in that case you simply write 1 by beta, this form. And how to calculate this beta value, we'll see. Now can you prove that beta 1 by 2 is equal to pi from this property, from this property 2, the earlier property, from the earlier property?
Yes, at the last line, if we put p equal to q equal to 0.
P is equal to q is equal to 0, then what will happen?
Then the
So
integration
1 by
becomes
2.
0 to pi by
It
2
is
d.
So put P
Sir,
is
can
equal
I
to
tell?
q is equal to bolo.
Sir, we will just put, we got that beta mn equals to 2 integration 0 to pi by 2.
Same thing.
Sine to the power
Same
2m
thing.
minus 1 theta, cos to the power 2n minus 1 theta. Just we will put the values of m and n, and we'll just get nothing but integration 0 to pi by 2 d theta, and there is a 2 in front.
Exactly. Or you can put simply pq is equal to 0. Then also you will get what? Integration 0 to pi by 2 d theta. That will be 2 into pi by 2, that is equal to pi. Okay. So you remember also this value, that beta half half will be equal to pi. We will be having another formula to prove this property. Okay, we will do that. So now there is a relation between beta function and gamma function. Without proof, we just remember this relation, that beta mn is equal to gamma m into gamma n by gamma m plus n, where m n both are greater than 0. Where m and n both are greater than 0. This relation valid for m n greater than 0. Okay. So beta mn is equal to gamma m into gamma n by gamma m plus n. So now using actually this formula, you can get the value of beta. So suppose you are asked to find beta 2 3, value of beta 2 3. What will be the value of beta 2 3? That will be gamma 2 gamma 3 by gamma 5. Gamma 2 means factorial 1, that is 1, into gamma 3 means factorial 2, that is 2, and gamma 5 means factorial 4, that means
24.
4 into 3 into 2. So this will be 1 by 12. Is it? So the value will be 1 by 2. Similarly, get the value of beta 1 by 2, 3 by 2. That will be what? Gamma half, gamma 3 by 2 divided by gamma 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2. That will be what? 3 plus 1, 4 by 2. That is 2. So gamma 2 is equal to 1. Gamma 2 is equal to 1. You know, gamma half is equal to, root pi. Gamma half is equal to root pi. And gamma 3 by 2 is equal to, you can write half, gamma half. That means the value will be pi by 2. Am I right? Or have mistake? I may have mistake. You can check out.
No, sir, it is okay.
Okay.
Correct.
So similarly, if I
So,
ask you
sir,
to find
gamma half
bolo.
again will give root. Okay, fine, it's fine. Sorry.
Okay. Suppose you are asked to find gamma 3 by 2, gamma 7 by 2. In a similar way, you can do it. So in this way, you need to find these values. Okay. So this is a relation between gamma, beta mn, beta and gamma. Now you are asked to evaluate 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power 6x into cos to the power 5x dx. So how can you find this value? Value will be what? PQ. Suppose this is P, this is Q. So this will be half beta 6 plus 1 by 2, 5 plus 1 by 2. That is equal to 1 by 2 beta 7 by 2 gamma 6 by 2, that is 3. So calculate this value, half beta 7 by 2 gamma 3 by 2, that is half gamma 7 by 2 gamma 3 by gamma 3 plus 13 by 2, gamma 13 by 2.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Gamma 13 by 2. So how can you get this value? Gamma 13 by 2 is equal to what? You can write that is equal to 1 plus, can you write 1 plus something? This value 13 by 2. Try to write 1 plus something by 2. 1 plus 11 by 2
1
I can
plus
write.
11 by 2.
So that means what? 11 by 2 gamma 11 by 2 by 2 into gamma 11 by 2. Gamma 11 by 2 you can again write 9 by 2 gamma 9 by 2. Gamma 9 by 2, just like factorial function. Gamma 9 by 2
7
is
by
equal
2,
to
5 by
7
2,
by
5
2,
by 2, 3 by
7 by
2.
2.
Go.
So you
5
just
by
simply
2.
write here now gamma 7 by 2.
7
Sorry,
by 2 cut. Cancel
7
out.
by 2 into gamma 7 by 2. Why I'm writing? Because this 7 by 2 will be getting cancelled out. This 7 by 2 getting
Yes, sir.
cancelled out. And so the value will be, and this factorial, this is gamma 3 is equal to factorial 2. So 2 getting cancelled out. 2 getting cancelled out. So we'll be having only 1 by 11 by 2, 9 by 2 into 7 by 2. Just calculate this value. That will be the gamma beta value. So that will be the integration value. Is it fine? So this type of problems will be there.
Nice.
Now, can you calculate? Just spend 1 minute and tell me how we will get this value.
So we can use P
Sir,
as
P
half
equal
and
to
Q as
half
minus
and
half.
Q
Yes,
equal to minus
yes,
half.
correct. So
P is
you
equal
can
to
write
half, Q is
0
equal to
to
minus half.
0 to 9 to the power 1 by 2 x cos to the power minus 1 by 2 x dx. So P is equal to half, Q is equal to minus half. Now you see we have P is equal to what? 2m minus 1, na? And Q is equal to 2n minus 1, na?
Yes, sir.
Where we have m greater than 0, n greater than 0. Is there any? So if m greater than 0, this keep in your mind. We must have m greater than 0, n greater than 0. Then only you can apply. Okay. So in that case, P and Q value you can stick. So m, whatever the value will have. So suppose P is equal to half if you put 1 by 2. That you will m is equal to, in that case, what? M is equal to,
0, 0.
so it is greater than 0. P is equal to half. We put P is equal to half here. So what will be the value of m? That will be positive value. So no problem. If you put Q is equal to minus half, then also you are getting some positive value. So you must remember m and n must be greater than 0. So in that case, you can use only this. So now rest of the thing you can do. I think this will be 1 by 2 beta what half plus 1 by 2, that is 3 by 4,
4.
and this value will be
1 by 4.
1 by 4.
1 by 4. Now can you get this value? Half. Can you get this value? Tell me. Gamma 3 by 2, gamma 1 by 4. Sorry, gamma 3 by 4, gamma 1 by 4, and the gamma. I'm calculating denominator. Can you calculate the numerator value?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
1.
sir.
This is gamma 1, na?
1, sir.
Now this value, how can you calculate?
So there was a property gamma m into gamma 1 minus m
Yes, correct,
equals to
correct.
pi
So
by sine
you
theta.
need to you need to remember that formula. What was the formula? That is the duplication property. Duplication property number 2. The special case we have studied what? Gamma n into gamma 1 minus n. That will be pi by
Pi
sine
by sine and pi.
n pi, where 0 less than n less than 1. When you have 0 less than n less than 1. So here if you choose 1 by 4, n is equal to 1 by 4, that's correct. So this will be what? Half pi by sine pi by 4. Put this value, that is the value of this thing. Okay. Similarly, here I have given some problems. Here I have given some problems. You do yourself, and if you have any doubt, in that case, ask me. Okay.
So will
say
you
the
upload the problems in MS Teams?
I will give you the. I will mail you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
If it is possible, I can upload also in MS Team. No problem.
Okay,
But
sir.
Yes, sir.
regularly,
Upload on MS Teams, sir.
okay. So okay. So you can find out this value. I think you will be able to do it. And if somewhere you have any problem, then you can ask me. Okay. So these are the problems I will upload.
Sir,
And now, bolo.
sir, in the first question, is it gamma 1 by 4 whole square or gamma 1 by 4 whole means
Gamma
whole
1 by
square?
4 whole thing.
Okay.
Whole to the power 1. Okay. Now, so we have studied gamma function and beta function. So gamma function, this is a function, no? So I can plot that function. Gamma n is equal to 0 to infinity e to the minus x to the power n minus 1 dx. Firstly, we have defined n greater than 0. You see, first we have defined gamma function in n greater than 0. Then we have extended that gamma function. We have extended that gamma function to the real number field. So when the n value is from 0 to infinity, so suppose this is 0, this is the 0, then 0 to infinity. So how this curve looks like? You see, for gamma 0, what will the value of gamma 0? Gamma 0 is what? Tends to infinity, yes or no? Last day you have checked.
Yes, sir.
Gamma 0
Yes,
tending to
infinity.
infinity. So that's why gamma 0 is tending to infinity. Gamma 1 is equal to what? Gamma 1 is equal to 1. And
1.
you see this is 2, so this is, 1 is somewhere at here, so the gamma value at this point will be 1. And you can check in computer simulation in mathematical MATLAB, so all the values of gamma I can show you also. All any value you will give, you will be having some gamma value. Okay, so now so the and gamma function actually what is the extension of factorial function. And you see factorial 2, factorial 3, it is increasing rapidly. So the value as you tending towards this value tending to infinity. You see, as n tends to infinity, gamma value tending to infinity. So in between 0 to infinity, that for n greater than 0, this is the n axis. So as n greater than 0, the value function looks like this. And from the extension, we know that only except at 0, -1, -2, -3, the functional value does not exist, that is infinity. And all other case, we have some finite value. So from 0 to -1, you can see the curve will be like this. You can see the curve will be like this, that tending to
Sir,
infinity
where
for
is it?
0. Bolo.
Sir, where
Bolo,
is
bolo.
its minima? Sir,
Huh?
on right side, where is its minima?
Minima is this one.
Sir,
This
value
one you see, gamma 1
Value 1.
and gamma 2. Gamma
gamma
1
1.
and gamma 2. Bolo.
Sir, at what exactly point? Where is its minima?
In gamma 1 is equal to 1. That is at n is equal to 1. Suppose 0 to 2. This is n is equal to 2. So somewhere at 1. This is 1. So this value. Not this is the minima. This is not the minima.
Between 1 and 2.
Uh, No, I am not saying that this is the minima value.
Yes,
Minimum
sir.
value will be what? This point in between,
1 and 2.
somewhere 1 and 2 value is gamma 2 is also 1. You see these two values are same. Gamma 2 is equal to also 1. No? Gamma 2 is equal
Yes,
to factorial 1, that is also 1. So both are
yes.
same. Gamma 2 and this value is both are same. You see this is gamma 2. I am not exactly writing here this value. And minima value will be where? At the tangent where it's at the slope. That means the slope is 0. That difference is that this point at somewhere in between 1 to 2. At
Yes,
somewhere between 1 to 2. If you plot this graph and America in between 1 to 2, then it will be easy to understand. I can show you also, no problem. Okay.
yes, sir.
So
Thank you.
this is, and you see at this negative points, at 0 it will be tending to infinity, at -1 it is tending to infinity, you see, tending to infinity, and -2 it is tending to infinity, and all in between this we have some finite values. So it will be looks like this. The gamma function, the curve will be looks like this. And now for beta function, you see beta function will be a three-dimensional case, no? Because we have two variables. So we will be having a value along m direction, we will be having some value along n direction, and at z direction we will get some beta value like this. So the curve actually we can see that as mn tending to m and n goes above, there is a value increasing. You see, as mn value increasing, you have what? Beta mn is equal to gamma m into gamma n by gamma m plus n. As we have gamma m plus n, so this value increasing more faster than this one, so actually tending to 0. As mn increases, the value tending to 0. You see, the curve in 3D looks like this. And you see, at the point near to this, you will be having like this value. So the slope will be like the exponential decayed curve like this. So this is suppose this is m values, this is n values, and these are the beta values. So curve will look like this. It's not actually you have, but for your convenience, you just remember like this, that this will be the beta function curve in 3 dimensions. Okay. So we will be having gamma function and beta function up to this. I have given some problems. I will upload it to you.
Sir, please show the curve of gamma function once again. Sir, in the negative side, the values are alternating, means one is 0 and then
Exactly,
the next one is positive.
exactly. You can check exactly. Okay, let me once do one thing. Let me show you one thing. This is one software called MATLAB. There you can plot these things. If you install this, you can plot this graph, etc. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes,
The
sir.
software
Yes,
screen,
sir.
have you
Yes, sir.
seen? Okay.
Yes, sir.
You see, suppose if I write gamma minus what we have, sorry, just a minute. What we have between 0 to -1, we have negative value. So you choose 0 to 1, any value in between 0 to 1. Gamma, suppose minus 0.5, 0.5. The gamma value will be minus 3.549, like this. You choose gamma value in between 0.5 to -1 to -2. So the suppose minus 1.5. So minus 1.5. What is your expectation? This value will be what? Positive value? Yes or no?
Positive.
So let's check 2.366 like this. And suppose I would like to plot the gamma function in between 0 and 1, 0 and 3, suppose 0 to 3. I am plotting in between 0 to 3 curve. This curve I am plotting in between 0 and 3. So 3 is somewhere at here, 3 will be somewhere at here, and 0 is here. So the curve, we should expect this one, this curve will be there. So let's check out in between. So now you write y is equal to gamma x dot you see this curve is, are you able to see this curve here?
Yes, sir.
You see?
Yes,
So
sir.
if I zoom it,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Sir, I think you should change the scales.
Yes, I have to change the scale actually. Suppose y-axis I mean taking up to 50 and x-axis I am taking up to this is minus 1 2 3. Now can you see?
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yes,
Are you able
sir.
to see? Are you able to see?
Yes,
This one
sir.
is tending to infinity, and the values you see at 1 and 2 the values are same, and the minimum value exists somewhere at 1.5. Okay, you see, and then again
Yes.
it is start increasing, so it will be somewhere at 1.5.
Sir, please change the scale of y-axis to
Change
0
the
to
scale to
10
10.
or
Yes.
Y-axis to
0 to 10.
10.
So 0 to 5 will do this job.
Yes, sir. It may be much better.
you can change it again to 5 like this. Have you worked on MATLAB? Anyone?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No,
No.
sir.
Later you have to do all this
No, sir.
MATLAB. You have to do
Use
this.
Desmos.
Now see the
Use Desmos.
values coming, and also you can.
Hello.
Bolo.
Sir, you can
Bolo.
use Desmos. You can use Desmos, sir. Desmos.
Desmos also, yes, you can use, no problem. Minimum value will be 0.8856. 0.8856, and where it occurs, that you can find the corresponding gap you need to plot. 0.8856 where we have, then that will be 0.8856 now. So you can zoom it. So better to write here 0.8852 0.8857. Point 8852. 0.8857. You see somewhere at 1.5 it is the thing is like this. X-axis I'm writing from 1.4 to 1.6. So in between this you see 1.46 somewhere at here. The value, minimum value will be somewhere at here. Someone asking for the minimum value. This point is the minimum. That means you see 1.462 like this. This is the that at this point the minimum value exists, and the minimum value will be 0.8864. Okay. So now, so let me stop here today.